From the Pep Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are covering at this hour. The York Dispatch is reporting that Eastern York school officials will be reviewing an update to the already existing interscholastic athletics policy to make sure it is in compliance with President Donald Trump's executive orders and the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association's updated code. The changes being made will be up for review at the Tuesday meeting. Previously, the PIAA, which is a governing body for high school sports, had left it up to high school principals to decide whether a transgender athlete could participate in various gendered team sports. The board will likely update its policy to remove transgender athletes from competition in sports on teams that match their gender identity. The fire at the governor's residence in Harrisburg over the weekend has attracted national attention swiftly. LGBTQ Nation is reporting that former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg has called it unconscionable that someone set fire to the Pennsylvania governor's house this weekend, the start of the Jewish Passover holiday, while Jewish Governor Josh Shapiro and his family slept inside. Cody Balmer, the 38-year-old suspect, has been arrested in connection with the blaze and charged with attempted murder, terrorism, aggravated arson, and aggravated assault against an enumerated person, CNN reported. My husband Jason and I are relieved that Governor Shapiro and his family are safe, Buttigieg wrote in the Sunday Post on the social media platform X. While we wait to learn more, this much is clear. The targeting of a public official and his family, especially a prominent Jewish official, on a major Jewish holiday is unconscionable and has no place in our country. The blaze occurred at around 2 a.m. on Sunday while Shapiro, his wife Lori, their 4 children, 2 dogs, and another family were sleeping. Balmer allegedly hopped over the fence surrounding the residence, broke 2 windows with a hammer, climbed in through one, and used a homemade incendiary device, having poured gasoline from a lawnmower into beer bottles to make Molotov cocktails, which were thrown to start the fire, investigators said. Trans Day of Visibility brought celebration, protests, and other events across the country at the end of March, but one of the most invisible groups of trans people still needs the support of the LGBTQ plus community, and that are the incarcerated trans community. Incarcerated trans people, especially trans women, face significant challenges as they seek fair treatment, access to health care, and appropriate housing. One of President Trump's first executive orders called for incarcerated trans women to be housed in men's prisons and attempted to end their access to trans-affirming health care. Despite multiple court orders blocking the policy from taking effect, many trans women have been forced out of women's prisons and into men's facilities, where 99% of incarcerated trans women were already housed, and new inmates will now no longer be housed in gender-affirming spaces. They often face harassment, violence, isolation, and inadequate care. 2 trans women who were recently transferred to men's prisons have allegedly already been abused. State leaders who don't comply with the executive order are beginning to face repercussions for their allyship. On April 8th, the Trump administration announced it would pull all non-essential funding from Maine's prison system because the state allows Andrea Balser, a trans woman, to be housed at a women's correctional facility. 1 in 6 trans people has been incarcerated, and very little is even known about the lives of the nearly 5,000 trans people currently in prison. The few rights of this almost invisible group are getting ignored. That's the news at this hour. Be sure to download the Live 365 app to take Pep Radio with you wherever you go. Now back to more music on Pep Radio.